I am both sad and relieved that The Last of Us is wrapping up for the season next week because I don't know how much more emotional devastation I, as a human being with some feelings, can take. If you haven't watched episode 6 of season 2 of The Last of Us, this is your spoiler warning now. Drop a like, come back later. This week saw the return of Joel Miller, and let me tell you, it was such a relief to have Pedro Pascal back on my screen. Of course, I've missed him, but I didn't realize how much I missed him until I started seeing him back on my screen and how much magic he brings to it and how magical him and Bella Ramsey together are. It was just really nice to have that back for a little bit. Essentially, though, we are filling in the gaps between where season 1 left off and where season 2 picks up, and kind of filling in the blanks as to what happened with Joel and Ellie's relationship and what led to it to kind of deteriorate the way it did. Most of the flashbacks each take place on one of Ellie's birthdays, and they start off super sweet, super innocent. The first one, Joel builds Ellie a guitar and inscribes it with one of her sketches of a moth. In another, he takes her to an abandoned museum and simulates a space launch. And those two birthdays in particular are so beautiful, so magical. I love watching Joel create these moments for Ellie. I said in a previous video, it's easy to forget Ellie is really just a kid, especially in the first season. And so it's really beautiful when we get to see her just be a kid and have this childlike wonder and this whimsy. And I love that he is creating a safe space for her to experience that. It was really beautiful and touching. The next flashback, he tries to surprise her and catches her fooling around with an older girl who's also giving her a tattoo, and she's smoking. And it all kind of just hits at once, and he goes immediately into dad mode, which Ellie kind of rejects. There's this awkward push and pull of him trying to be a father and her being you're not my dad, actually. They're both experiencing these growing pains, and there's that undertow of Ellie essentially knowing Joel lied to her at the end of the season. She's always kind of known, which is confirmed a little later. We then get a birthday where Joel takes Ellie on patrol, which she's been dreaming of doing, and it ends really poorly. They end up encountering Gail's husband out on patrol, and he has been infected, and he begs to be taken back so he could say goodbye to his wife properly, and Joel promises Ellie that they'll do that because he seems to have time. And when Ellie goes ahead, he goes back on his word and kills him. And when he returns, he tells Gail he loved you very much. He didn't want to risk your safety, so he did it himself. Ellie calls him out and is actually, he lied. He lied about what he did, and he killed him. And that scene, as soon as Ellie spoke up, I was sinking in my chair. And it ties back into this flashback that tops the episode of Joel and Tommy as kids, where Joel is willing to lie for people he loves to protect them. He is willing to spin a lie if it means protecting someone, whether it be their feelings or their physical safety. We see him doing it with Ellie. He is doing it with Gail. He's trying to protect her because he does not feel it's safe to bring her husband back, even though there might be time. Ellie sees that as kind of just another lie. He's lying again, and she's fed up with it. Especially because before he takes her on patrol, she is rehearsing questions she wants to ask about what really happened because she knows. The episode all culminates in this flashback occurring on the porch after the New Year's Eve incident where Ellie and Dina are confronted by that homophobic man. I forget his name. And then on her way home, she sees Joel on the porch, and we see the full exchange, and she tells him you have one more chance to tell me the truth because I know you were lying. I know it. So have at it. Pedro Pascal is acting his ass off in that moment. This whole episode, I think Pedro Pascal does not get enough credit for how good of an actor he is, right? I think he has the star quality. He is so charming. He's so good. He's in a lot of these big blockbuster franchise IP projects, but he's such a good actor. And that scene on the porch really solidifies it. Just the way he is looking at her, and he is just slowly breaking down and his eyes are welling up. It all culminates in this moment that might make me cry talking about it, but he says, because I love you in ways that you may never understand. And now I'm starting to paraphrase, but he's maybe you will one day, and I hope if you do have that opportunity, you do it better than I ever did. And that just broke me on so many levels, especially because Ellie is intending to co-parent this baby with Dina. It's it doesn't end all bad, right? Like, there is this fracture to their relationship. It's never going to be the same again. But Ellie says, like, I don't know if I can forgive you, but I would like to try. So I do appreciate that there is this little moment, there's little glimmer for them. It's never going to be the same, but perhaps there was some healing. And then the episode ends with Ellie marching forward in her revenge mission. And I think in a way that is her kind of forgiving Joel, and like getting his vengeance is like her forgiving him in a way. Also, again, I've been saying it every video, Bella Ramsey, a star. Those moments, the deterioration of the relationship is so well done between the two of them. The evolution of Ellie, we really get to see Ellie go from the kid we knew in season 1 to who she is now, and Bella Ramsey is crafting that beautifully. Again, Pedro Pascal acting his ass off, and is also like really playing with Joel's shades here, like the weight of what he's carrying, how this relationship is deteriorating him. Beautiful stuff. HBO owes me a lot of money for therapy at this point. They are destroying me. I'm frightened for next week, but tune in because I will be recapping it. Make sure you do all the things you're supposed to do with a YouTube video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me everywhere, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully in a sunnier mood. Bye.